someone joined your company after you, they just sit 2 tables away. Same role, same title, and maybe even less experience than you. And somehow, they just got promoted. You're not unlucky, you just don't know one thing that they figured out very early. Your job description and your career are two completely separate things. One is what you were hired for, and the other you have to build yourself, deliberately, strategically, starting today. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how the people who get 20% hikes or above think, prepare, and position themselves for the hike even before the appraisal season starts. Let's dive in. Your manager doesn't decide your hike, the budget does. Most companies allocate a fixed pool, let's say 8% of the total payroll. If your colleague gets 5%, the other gets 3%. It's a zero-sum game. So the question isn't how do I impress my boss? It is why should they give me the bigger piece of the cake? And the answer every single time is the same: leverage. Not aggression, not politics, leverage. Now here's something interesting that I noticed. Investment bankers, the people who advise billion-dollar deals, these people are trained to do one thing better than anyone else. They learn to speak the language of value. They don't say I worked hard on this. They say this deal created 40 CRs in the cost saving. They don't say I helped the client. They say I identified 3 revenue leakages that recovered 2 CRs in the third quarter. Now you don't need to work in a bank to think like this. Every salaried professional, whether you're in HR, marketing, operations, or finance, you can start quantifying your impact. And remember, your manager doesn't remember efforts, they remember outcomes. Nobody gets a raise for staying late. They get a raise for the results they can defend in a room. Okay, so let's start talking about upskilling, because most people are doing it completely wrong. I have a friend, brilliant guy. He's done 11 online certifications in 3 years. Python, digital marketing, Six Sigma, data analytics, you name it. His salary grew by exactly 8% once in 3 years. Why? Because he was collecting skills like trophies instead of using them like tools. The people who actually get bigger appraisals, they upskill with one filter. Does this skill make me measurably more valuable to my current organization or not? A financial analyst who uses Power BI and builds a dashboard that saves the CFO 4 hours a week, that's the person who gets noticed. And that's the person who gets the 20% raise. And the same person with the same Power BI course who does not use it, they become invisible. So here's what actually works. I call it the IVR framework. Not the phone IVR, this one actually helps. Let's dive in. Identifying the pain. Every organization has 2 to 3 problems that are quietly costing them time, money, or reputation. Your job is to find one, ideally in your own department, and obsess over it. It could be a leaky sales pipeline or a slow approval process, or a manual report someone makes every Monday morning. Now find the solution and own it. Now put a number on it. If this problem was fixed, how much time would be saved? Or let's say a move was made, then how much would it impact the revenue? Are we in profit or not? You don't need exact numbers. Even approximate numbers with confidence beat vague effort every time. Now fix it, as much as you can, and tell this to your manager. I noticed X problem and I worked on Y solution, and the result was Z. That's it. That's the script. And this is what investment bankers call a deal memo. You are writing one about yourself. I want to leave you with this. Your salary isn't just a reward, it's a negotiation outcome, and you can only negotiate well when you know your number. And here's what I want you to do in the comment section. I want you to put down that one skill that you are going to work on, and how are you planning to use it in your work. And if you think that this video made you think differently about your career, I want you to share this with one friend who is preparing for their appraisal this year. They'll thank you, and I bet on that. Until then, keep learning, keep growing.